Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sportsman Trucks series here at Las Vegas. It's going to be the Victoria's Voice Foundation 200 here. We're going to have 200 miles around this 1.5 mile oval out in the desert. And we're having a little bit of a delay on the title update on Twitch, but we're gonna be chilling. It should get updated hopefully some point before the race, hopefully. If Mr. Corey Mott does that, that would be very appreciated. Field is filling up so far. We got a lot of cars coming into the grid. It looks like we are around 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We have 38 entries at the moment, and 33 people have put down a lap so far. So it's looking like tonight is going to have another full field, and we're ready to go racing here. So we got Mr. Zach Johnson here. We saw him take big runs last night at ARCA. He was able to make a run from the back of the field with about 40 laps left in that ARCA race, and got P2 last night. He's on top of the board at the moment with the fast lap of a 29.9. 9.2 actually. They're all around the same 10th here. So we got some fast guys. Right now, second is Zack Saunders. He is our current points leader, and he actually took home Atlanta last week. Atlanta was a pretty fun race to watch. I watched it back after I competed in it, and it was definitely a fun race to watch. I led those first 20 laps, and once Zach got past, Zach got past me, it was just wraps from there. Look out for him to be fast tonight. He's P2 right now at the moment. P3 at the moment, we got Chris Burnham in the Ryko Chevrolet. It's another Cup Series regular here. We got 3 Cup Series regulars leading the board at the moment. Saunders getting ready to go back out on track. But yeah, tonight's looking to be a fun race. We got a few storylines going into tonight. Just a lot of new updates for the Sportsman Truck Series. Obviously, this is not Corey Mott. This is Mr. Nathan Campbell here tonight. Corey Mott is actually going to be running in this race tonight. He has not put himself into the track yet, but as you can see, his paint scheme is right there. He is going to be running the number 1 Renault Chevrolet here tonight, so look out for Mr. Corey Mott to be fast out there tonight. We got a lot of fast guys out here tonight. But we are very much looking forward to a very exciting race here tonight. I'm excited to watch this go down. Just racing these last 2 truck races, honestly, from my experience, these guys are just, running as hard as possible. These are short races, so you kind of just got to push. Another new update actually from the league. If you are not aware or not in the Discord server, these trucks are going to be open setups now, so we're going to have open setups and full-length truck races. So that's going to be a new dynamic in this series. The trucks have never been open setups before, so we're looking forward to a interesting night here. And as I said earlier, we have 200 miles. We're looking at 134 laps tonight, with stage breaks at lap 30 and lap 60. Top 10 will be getting those, beautiful stage points, and hopefully those will keep them going throughout the year. As we're watching some guys heading around the track, heading into turn 1, it's definitely interesting here with these trucks. Actually, if we go on board with a few of these guys here, we'll be able to see what we're talking about here. If you just listen for a little bit here, you just kind of hear these guys they're not lifting really. It's almost a super speedway here, and it's very close quarter racing for a 1.5 mile track. As you see, Mr. Nishil Condoor on the back of William Ransone. But it is very much a drafting track out here in the desert with these trucks, and later in the run it will end up being normal 1.5 mile racing. But the start of these runs, these guys are going to be pack racing almost like we were at Atlanta last week or even Daytona 2 weeks ago. So restarts are going to be a key factor in this race for sure, for guys to go get track position and make sure they don't lose it. And we might see a few pit strategies come out tonight. We'll see. Let's get a full look at the board here. We got Mr. Zack Johnson still up front. And then we got Zack Saunders second still, with Brandon Mosby now in third. Mosby and Burnham actually have tied laps at the moment. If you look at the scoring pile on there, we could put up our times here. But Mosby just has him by a 10th, apparently. Actually, that's 100, sorry. So, yeah, very, very close lap times for this top four. They're right in that range together, and then the next the next 5 cars are pretty much in a blanket as well. So we got a lot of fast guys out here tonight. It's going to be a very interesting race to watch. And let's go get on someone else that's on the track right now. We got Mr. Mike Burnett running tonight as well. Another Cup Series regular. And then also another piece of information about tonight. There's going to be no more cap on the Truck Series, so the whole cap is gone. So you can be any iRating now that you want and run the Truck Series. The cap has moved to the ARCA Series, and those are going to be on Sunday nights. That happened last night at ARCA. We saw a great race last night. See Burnett getting in the wall right there. But yeah, this is a very interesting track to race here. We got multiple lines that we can run just like Charlotte last night with those ARCA cars, except here, they're really full throttle that entire time. There might be tiny lifts, to save tires here, but these guys are going to be pushing it, and they're going to be pushing it hard, and they're going to be going fast around this track. A few guys practicing probably a race run here, it looks like. Got Austin Runkle in the mix. You know what, we got 12 minutes left in the session, so let's go ahead and let's talk to Mr. Zack Johnson. Why not? Let's get some thoughts from him, see how he feels about this race. Hey, Mr. Zack Johnson is the boy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
It's kind of an awkward time to pull you up here, but it's practice time. You're on the pole for
yeah. Qualifying lap of draft, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. How are you feeling out here tonight? Is the track feeling like a multi-groove track tonight, or is most of the moves going to be made on the bottom tonight?
I was doing some single car stuff side by side with another guy, and it's dead even in the middle lane and the bottom lane with the side drafting through the corner on the top. You can kind of pull up next to him in the corner, and then you get a run, and then he side drafts you, and then you're even going in. It's just it's going to be a plate race pretty much here, in my opinion. It's kind of sucks, but that's just how, because the trucks are so slow and they don't have the horsepower.
Yeah, that's true. So last night, you weren't able to come back and take that win, but how are you feeling about tonight?
We'll see. I'm working off about. After that race last night, I went to work right away, or I chilled out for an hour, went to work, and then I've been up since. So I've been. I took like a 20-minute nap after work before I had to go to school. So I'm fired up right now from being sleep deprived. So it should be a fun race.
I
um,
gotcha.
it seems like everybody's in a good mood tonight, which is good. So nobody's screaming at each other yet.
Yeah. So, all right. Good luck, Mr. Zach Johnson. Hopefully, we'll be
Thank
talking
you.
to you a little bit later. And
Hopefully.
yeah, so good luck tonight.
Thank you.
So that was Zach Johnson there. He gave us a nice little preview about the track. He said it's pretty much even there for the draft. So yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. These restarts are going to be pretty crucial to keep your track position and just make sure that you're out front really, and just stay away from the carnage that could happen. These guys will get stacked up. We possibly could see 4 wide. We'll most definitely see 3 wide tonight. So it will be a very fun, exciting race to watch here, and we'll see how it goes when the track fully drops into night setting as well. You see it's sunsetting right now. It's a very beautiful sunset out in the desert. We have about 9 minutes left in this practice session here before these guys get going. We see Mike Burnett go up to the second spot here in practice. And that also is a key piece of information that Zach let us know. They're going to go for 3 wide on the front stretch. We're going to see a little bit of that in the race, hopefully. But yeah, the draft is very key around this track. The draft is what is going to carry you around this racetrack here. That's where you get all the speed, and if you're not in the draft, you're really just gonna fall off, and it's really important. See a nice little 3-car battle here though, with William Benjamin Lawson. See Mr. Cameron Romano in the mellow yellow. Right in front of him you got Kyler Blocker. Then we got Mac Fabini, another fast car in the ARCA race last night. Look out for him to be maybe up front. You never know how these truck races go. I did try to do that, Austin. Let me do it one more time. Okay, we should be good. It should load. I don't know why it's not doing it right now. A few of them loaded. I don't know why all of them aren't loading though. It's kind of weird. But at the moment we have 37 cars putting down laps. We also have 4 others that have not put down laps, with Jeffrey Cox, Joe Gibbons, who is actually getting on the track right now, and Connor Wold as well. So at the moment it's 41 in the session. Corey Mott just put down a lap. There's his nice Chevy Silverado there. Almost said Silverado. But we're good. It's been a long day. Hit reload overlay. Let me get that on there because I don't think I have that actually. Okay, we just reloaded it, so hopefully it goes. Yeah, we're now at 38 cars putting laps down with Joe Gibbons out on the track. I believe this is going to be his lap getting put down. There we go. There's all the updated numbers. 5 minutes before the race, that came in clutch. So now 39 drivers have put down a lap. We're still waiting on Jeffrey Cox and Connor Wold. That would be 41 in total. So are we going to see some drivers not make the race tonight? That'll be interesting. Before we get qualifying started, let's see if we get Zack Saunders up here. He is our points leader, and he did win Atlanta last week, so let's see how he's feeling going into this race. Hey there, Mr. Zack Saunders, you got a copy?
Yeah.
What's up, what's up? You know, you won Atlanta last week. You're points leader right now by 1 point. How are you feeling going into Vegas here?
Not too good. I haven't ran Vegas since quite literally last year. And that was a day race, so
Not so
this is all new.
Saunders, for once.
Not so confident, yes. We'll figure it out through the race.
So this is going into a night race here. How are you feeling that the car is going to handle here, or I guess the truck is going to handle here when it fully drops into that night setting?
It's probably going to work tight, I would assume. So maybe I don't know really. It's just it's really hard to tell because we're running here and it feels like we're at another speedway. You just can't get off each other's bumper, and to make any time you have to be in a pack. And it's when I ran the track last year, it was never like that. The truck actually was a tick loose, but I think obviously with the track being during the day and where this is at night, we got all the grip in the world basically. So it's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna be going pretty fast out here tonight. I'm gonna be excited watching these cars or trucks. I'm gonna keep saying cars.
I'd say cars as well.
But yeah, these trucks are gonna be speeding out there around the track. We're gonna be excited up here in the booth. Hopefully you guys put on a good show tonight. Good luck, and hopefully we're talking to you again.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, that was Mr. Zack Saunders. He not so confident. Kind of interesting for our current points leader here, but he feels confident that they'll be able to work on the truck throughout the race here. As you see him turn around here, doing a little bit of fun stuff here. But yeah, he said he's feeling confident that the team will be able to work on the truck, throughout the race here, and get faster hopefully. And that's honestly the goal here tonight. We got a long race coming up. 134 laps. It's going to be a long one for these guys compared to what we were running before. It's not too much longer, but it's just a tad bit longer. And we got 1 more minute left in this practice session, so we're getting ready to go to qualifying here. See Noah Nicholson here in the 98 Toyota Tundra. And another interesting thing about this race, since it's not a super speedway, that the white line around the bottom of the track here is not out of bounds. You are fully allowed to use that apron and go past down there if you need to. So we might be seeing some cars dive down there as well. We've been seeing that throughout practice so far. So I would assume we'd, you know, see it in the race here as well. See a car diving down. So there is the checkered flag for the practice session. We're getting ready to go qualifying here. Let's see who pops out on track first. We'll go watch them. Maybe Zack Johnson. I don't know why I wanted to do that. There we go, we found him. He's got the number 15 Toyota Tundra for Alaska Airlines. Very beautiful car out here. You see him warming up his tires. So the qualifying around here is going to be a little bit interesting. You're going to see these guys wrap around the top, get as much speed as possible, and just send it through here. You know, they're going to be full throttle. He's going to dive down on the apron, get a few extra tenths there. Bring it back up the track, and then bring it back down as well. You just kind of want to wrap this apron here around these corners. There is a little bit of speed in that middle lane, but qualifying here, when you're wide open, you definitely want to get it down to the bottom to get that run back up the track. You see Zack Johnson doing a good job at that. Getting ready to come out of turn 4 here. He's going to dive down below that line one more time, cross the start-finish line, put down a lap, and his lap is a 30.32. Puts him on top right now, but Austin Runkle is going to go first. Nathan Barrows is going to go second. And new second place is going to be Corey Mott. New first, Mike Burnett. New second, Zack Saunders. They're just rolling through here. We got cars setting laps everywhere. The field's going crazy. We got Pierce Sonder up, getting ready to take his lap for Hollywood Motorsports. He's got the 1 HP on his truck as well. Gonna see him wrap the top as well. So yeah, this is the you know, the best way to get your speed out here. Let's go on board here with Pierce as he takes his lap. A little bit of a slide going into turn 3. That's not going to help his time too much. He's working up the track. What is his time going to be as he crosses the line here? And he's going to slide across the line. Oh, that's not going to be good. Is his lap going to count still? On board now with Thomas Villano. I believe he has set his lap as well. Yes, he has. We got Garth Griswold on the track. I believe he's setting his lap at the moment. He goes 20th fastest. Bob Baker out on the track as well now. And from the looks of it, that lap from Pierce is not going to count. Bob's a little slow on the track, not too sure what's going on with his truck. He has not set a lap yet, so not too sure what's going on here. We got another car out on the track now. It's going to be the 51 of Michael Deach. He's taking a different approach here out of 3 and 4 right in the middle line here. See what he's able to put down. This is his lap right here as he crosses the line. See him right in the middle here, so this is an interesting line here. As I said, there is a little bit of speed around here, so let's see what he's able to do. Running this middle in qualifying, we've seen guys run the bottom here, and I believe that's probably what set the pole with Mike Burnett running a 30.17. See the 51 truck get down on the apron. He's going to run 35th. So maybe not the best line for qualifying for sure, but it definitely has race pace. He was about 2/10 off. Another car on the track just set a lap. That was Pete Morales going 21st fastest. The SpaceX truck. We got a new subscriber in the chat as well. Lost Cause 317. Actually, it's a returning subscriber. I'm sorry. 8 months. Thank you for supporting the MCRL. We're happy to have you back. Alright, so that is going to be our starting grid. You saw it on the side there. We're going to pull it up fully here now. Alright, let's get some cameras going here so we could see these trucks. Alright, they're loading in now. So, starting on the front row, we got Mike Burnett, and second place in points, Nishil Condoor. Starting third, we got our points leader, Zack Saunders, followed by Austin Runkle on the outside. Fifth, not loaded in the track yet, that's going to be Corey Mott. Sixth is going to be Nathan Barrows. Then we're going to have Zach Johnson in the seventh, followed by Nim Silva in an eighth. Stephen Menke starting ninth with William Ransone starting 10th, rounding out our top 10. We got Thomas Villano in 11th with Noah Nicholson in 12th. We then got Connor Wold starting 13th with Robert Fraley in 14th. Ryan Taft is starting 15th with Mac Fabini starting 16th. He was that fast car in ARCA last night. He led that second half of that race, so look out for him to move through the field. Then we got Matthew Owen starting 17th with Garrett Crawford on his outside in 18th. Brandon Mosby is going to be following with Garth Griswold in 20th. He was able to hold his spot. Pete Morales also was able to hold his spot. I believe he was the last car to set a lap, starting 21st. Then we got Henry Kalhoff in 22nd. Sorry, he's actually second in M points, not Nishil Condoor. That was my bad. I'm not too sure why the grid is not updating here. But 23rd, we got Kyler Blocker. 24th, not loaded in the track yet, Jeremy T-Bond. Then we got Nate Cadet with 25th, Sibrin Stoll in 26th, Eric Ogilvie in 27th with John Connor in 28th, Micah Hutto in 29th with Cameron Romano in 30th. I might just take this off since it's not loading. 31st, we got Hayden Higginbotham, another ARCA car that was in that race last night. He was pretty fast, starting 31st. We got Joe Gibbons starting 32nd with Carter Toole in 33rd. Jeffrey Cox, I'm sorry, stumbling over words here, and starting in 34th. Not loaded on the track yet is Sam Bennett starting 35th. Michael Deach is starting 36th. Jim Mott not loaded 37th. Chris Burnham not loaded 38th. Ben Lawson is 39th, and Mark Schrader is 40th. Oh, actually, I don't believe they made the race, Sam Bennett, Jim Mott, and Chris Burnham, because they're not locked into points. So I think it's actually going to be Ben Lawson, Mark Schrader, and Pierce Sonderup making the race, because they are going to be the guys that are locked in. And yes, so Pierce is lucky that he's locked into that top, points there. he's lucky he's locked into this race, or else that would have not been good after he spun out on his qualifying lap. So currently they're just going through driver meetings and everything, pre-race stuff. Another nice piece of information to have tonight. We got Choose Cone back in the truck series. It was vacant at Atlanta. We had it at Daytona, but it kind of was a little bit messy. But now it is back and it has returned to the truck series. So we'll have guys picking lanes before we go green. We're getting ready to go green here. They're on the grid, on the track. Pace car is in front of them. Actually, it's a pace truck. Once again, it's just trucks everywhere. We got a packed out stands thanks to iRacing. They're getting ready for a great race tonight here. I think we're still sorting through the rest of the grid here. But it sounds like they are getting into gear. So we should be getting ready to go pretty soon. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Chris Burnham or these other three. So yeah, it should just... It looks like the guys that did not make it were Bob Baker, Jacob Wisniewski, and Chris Burnham, possibly. But they are rolling here, and we are getting ready to go racing. Uh-oh. We're not going to have this problem all race, so we're just going to turn off the grandstands. There we go. Fixed. So we got Mike Burnett leading the field to green here tonight with Nishil Condoor on his outside. Zack Saunders is starting third. It's trying to do it again. Oh boy, we're all having problems. We're all getting these problems. I don't know what's going on, man. iRacing just doesn't like broadcasts, I guess. I also did just refresh my trading panes. I don't know if that affects anything. But we got a lot of trucks out here on the track tonight. We're getting ready to go green. Mike Burnett taking the field to green. Oh, we're all bugging out here. This is not good. Burnett takes the field to green. Oh boy. I got a 3060, man. Oh, that's the wrong setting. You shouldn't be doing this. We got a caution out on the track. Oh boy. I don't even think we're going to be able to see it. It was a big one, I think. But yeah, this is oh yeah, we see a Sebring Stoll wrecked out here. There's a lot of trucks. Hopefully it'll fix my problem if these guys end up being out of this race here. Because that was a mess. iRacing really does not like having 40 cars on this field. Well, 30. We're just gonna drop settings here and hopefully it works out. But after all that mess, Mike Burnett maintains the lead. Zack Saunders is going to be second with Nishil Condoor falling to the third. Corey Mott moves up to fourth with Austin Runkle in fifth. I can tell you guys who all was involved in that caution here, so let's go ahead and look at it. We got Kyler Blocker involved in a wreck. We got Matthew Owens, Jeremy T-Bon, Ben Lawson. We also got Sebron Stoll, we saw earlier. We got Ben Lawson again, Jeffrey Cox, and Carter Toole. Cameron Romano was wrecked. Sam Bennett was wrecked. Kyler Blocker once again wrecked. Pete Morales wrecked. Mark Schrader wrecked. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the system as well, but everyone in the pits right now, we got Ben Lawson, Jim Mott, Jeffrey Cox, Carter Toole, Joe Gibbons, and Cameron Romano, all in the pits at the moment. So first caution here in the desert early on. I believe that was the second lap that came out. Hopefully we're all good now. As you see, the lights are out, which means choose cone. Corey Mott takes the outside here. He's going to be on the front row right next to Mike Burnett. And as they bunch back up, of course, it just, yeah, it's definitely just when they all get bunched together, it just doesn't want to work. We're going to hope it evens out, hopefully, some point throughout the broadcast. Because I don't think there's really much we could do. We got Mike Burnett leading the field here. Once again, getting ready to go green. iRacing doesn't want to fix itself. Pace truck is heading off. Leaders are going to hit the restart zone. And Burnett's going to be able to control the field here. And he takes off. We're green once again. Zack Saunders following him on the inside. See, I already turned down my my settings for that. Both of those. I turned down everything. Try to V-sync it. Wait, I thought I turned off the crowd. Why are they still here? I'm not clicking setup screen. Hold on, boys, we're gonna pull this back out. Hey, I'm not too sure. I tried everything. It's evening out a little bit though, hopefully. We got Burnett leading the field right now, lap 7. With Zack Saunders following in second with Nishil Condoor still in third. Corey Mott fell to fourth after that restart. These guys are pushing their trucks as hard as possible around this 1.5-mile racetrack. Still see a good battle going for the lead here. Mike Burnett with Zack Saunders right behind him. Teammates in the Cup Series. Running different manufacturers here in the trucks. Heading to the back of the field here, we got Nate Cadet, the Daytona race winner, as everything is still bugging out. Yeah, I don't think I need a video card upgrade. I got a 3060. I think it's just iRacing, to be honest. I don't know why it does this. My video card should be running this just fine. And I have all my settings down on low now, so I don't know. Because my FPS is running fine. It's just something with iRacing. It shouldn't be connection either. I got perfect connection at the moment. So yeah, it's getting pretty bad now. Oh yeah, that's not. I have a pretty good CPU too. It shouldn't be that. I don't understand. Turn these off maybe. Yeah, it's not doing anything. Try to get some. I don't think it's gonna give me any good view of anything. Unless maybe I drop something all the way down to like. I guess that works. We'll work with it. They're not blinking out anymore, so we'll take it. Lap 13 here, Mike Burnett still out front with Zack Saunders following. Nishil Condoor still out in fourth with Corey Mott. Or, sorry, Nishil Condoor still out in third with Corey Mott following fourth. See Zach Johnson in fifth. See these guys just lined up right now. Not really pushing too hard, but you know they're still pushing it here. They got to be full throttle really to stay in this pack. Maybe just a tiny bit of lift. Zach Johnson trying to look inside here. We got the 90 going around the outside. This is going to be Nathan Bauerose, followed by Stephen Menke as well in the 6. They're going to get a good run here on the backstretch with that draft from the one truck right out in front of them. Bauerose sticking high. Johnson still on the inside there. Moving back a little bit, we see Austin Runkle qualified up front, following behind Connor Wold. They're getting a little messy up here. Some moves going on. Connor Wold trying to dive low there. He was peeking a nose. Around here in the back of the field, we got some updated paint schemes. Yeah, I think it's because I have all my cars turned down. It's going to say a lot of these guys are out when they are not in fact out. I wonder if I can turn it back up and not lose the cars. Let's hope that works. Yeah, no. So yeah, it's either we get a lot of the guys saying that they're out, or we get this. So I think it's better to go with the guys that are out when they are not out. Unless it is really the replay setting, which I don't think it should be. Unless maybe it is. Yeah, we're just gonna have to turn it down. I don't think it's the replay setting. It's definitely the graphic setting. We got Burnett still out in front of the field here. Zack Saunders following behind. We're following a lap car here. It's going to be Ryan Taft. He's going to drop low. Leader's going high. Got 3 wide behind him here. Cars all over the track. See the second pack here. A lot of stuff going on in the back. See some of the trucks that have damage that were involved in that wreck early on. Ben Lawson falling back. Yeah, this is not the result that we had last night. We had no problems last night, so it's definitely just all these cars being out on this track. So it's definitely something that's interesting. I'll have to look more at it after this race concludes itself. But we're gonna have to work with what we got here. There's some good racing. We got a pass for third trying to happen here. Corey Mott stuck on the outside. He's going to be able to clear the 61. They get a little wobbly behind him. That's Zach Johnson. Corey Mott moves up to P3. Burnett still leading the field. He has not dropped the lead from any lap so far. Saunders still following behind. Looks like Saunders is just, waiting a little bit here. We see Condor looking on the outside once again. Mott's going to move up a little bit. Block that runoff, hopefully. Condor's going to try to put it on the right rear here. Get a little air on his car. Still looking to make that move here on Corey Mott. Getting ready to hit lap 30 here, which is going to be our first stage break. We might be able to look more at the settings as well once the stage break comes out. That might mean that we have to skip stage interviews here though. See, we're coming to lap 29 here. The stage is going to be at the end of lap 30. So they got 2 more laps around this track here before we hit the stage caution. Burnett still leading the field. Zack Saunders following behind in second, with Corey Mott still in third. Nishil Condoor looking outside. Or sorry, that's Zach Johnson looking outside. Or actually, I'm sorry, once again, that's Corey Mott looking outside. I'm sorry, there's a lot going on here. Corey Mott on the outside of Nishil Condoor. Condor's got a run on the inside here. Is he going to be able to take the draft on the back of that 13? Maybe not as Saunders moves up. They're going to go into 3 and 4 here, still side by side. Nishil Condoor looking on the inside. He's going to get a little bit tight there. Mott going to be able to clear on the outside. They're side by side behind them for P4 now. You see Zach Johnson, Nathan Barrows looking out on the outside, making it 3 wide on the top. Menke right in the position, right behind them, looking for anything he can take, as they are going to have the stage caution here on the end of this lap. See the leaders coming up on some lap traffic here. Is this going to play a move for Zack Saunders? Is he going to be able to make a move? We see cars getting a little sideways. Zach Johnson gets a little bit sideways. He moves up the track. Burnett's going to come across the line first with Zack Saunders second. Corey Mott going to finish the stage P3. Nishil Condoor P4. Stephen Menke P5. Thomas Villano P6. Zach Johnson P5 after saving it. William Ransone in 8th. Connor Wold in 9th. And Henry Kauhoff in 10th. Let's go ahead and dive right into those settings and see if we could get anything done here. Because we'll see. I keep hitting garage on accident. It's just a habit. Okay, let's move this back up to 40. Yeah. So it doesn't want me to do 40 at all. Yeah, I don't know what other settings would change it, because it's just not anywhere in the replay. It only affects anything when I go to graphic here. Yeah. So I don't think anything that I do other than moving max cars down is gonna change this problem. We're gonna try different settings here, but yeah. Nothing is working. Unless somehow that just decides to work now. We'll see. As they come out of pit road, it's going to be Mike Burnett still leading the field. Zack Saunders second. Corey Mott third. Nishil Condoor fourth. Stephen Menke is going to be fifth. Henry Kauhoff is going to move up to sixth. He's got a good pit stop. Zach Johnson's going to stay seventh. Thomas Villano is going to be eighth. Connor Wold ninth. William Ransone in 10. Yeah, no, it's not going to work at that. We'll try 25. We'll be able to get the top 25 for you guys, hopefully. At the moment, we got 2 cars in the pits. Pete Morales, actually it's 4 cars. Pete Morales, Ryan Taft, Jeremy T-Bon, Robert Fraley. So far only 1 wreck caution, and it was a pretty big wreck at the beginning of the race that we were not able to see. But other than that, it's been clean racing so far, and we've had only 1 leader. As you see, the lap down trucks are going to be passing the pace truck here, so that was the choose cone. You see Corey Mott goes high. Burnett still on the inside. So maybe that inside might just have that advantage here with these truck cars. Truck cars. Oh, that's nice. Now we just don't see any of that field. All right, starting up stage 2 here. We got Mike Burnett on the inside, Corey Mott on the outside, followed by Zack Saunders and Stephen Menke in the second row. Once again, Burnett is going to have control of this restart once they hit that restart zone. Let's go ahead and go on board with him, actually. As we get going, green flag is out. Burnett leads the field. We're seeing Zack Saunders make a good run here on the outside. Burnett's going to go up and block it. Saunders still looking high. Corey Mott following in third. The end of this second stage will be at lap 60. Burnett's still out there leading the field. Seems like he's got a good fast truck tonight here. That Silverado is moving this field. See Saunders dive a little bit high here. That's going to allow the door to open for Corey Mott. There's going to be a caution. I believe I did hear a wreck, but I am not seeing anything. Could be possibly Nathan Barrows. It is. There it is. That was the 90 going around. See if we can get another look at that. Luckily, we are able to get some replays, so we can see a little bit of what happened here. So it looks like the 25 just got sent down the track, and Barros was just in the way right there and just happened to be the unlucky truck. Let's see if we could fully figure out. They were 3 wide here. And Was there possibly contact behind him? Did the 25 get sent in by someone else? AKA the 30 truck right here. We see the 25 move up, and it looks like it's probably going to be the 25's fault here. He did move up in front of the 30, and then it just shot him right back down the track. That is Jim Mott. So we got our third caution of the race so far here at Vegas. We see the pace truck doing a little kickflip. We got Burnett still out in front with Zack Saunders and Corey Mott in third. So once again, this track position, it seems to be key here. 40 laps into this race, and we haven't really seen that much of a change in the top 5. See the rest of the field here through the top 10 to the top 20. It's probably going to be the end of the night for the 90 truck, as I say. That was a pretty hard wreck into the outside wall. Nothing he could do there. He was just in an unlucky spot. And that'll probably be the end of his night. Not what he was looking for 40 laps into this race. See the leaders going by on the front stretch once more. So far, a pretty tame race, but 2 cautions. 2 natural cautions coming out with 1 stage caution mixed in there. We're looking through the field here. We see Brandon Mosby and Pierce Sonder up. Riding around in 15th and 16th. Hayden Higginbotham in 17th. See some other guys like Garrett Crawford, who was also unlucky in that incident. Doesn't seem like he has any damage on his truck, though. So he should be able to keep trucking forward, if you see what I did there. We got Michael Deach in 19th, with Nim Silva rounding out our top 20. John Connor and Mark Schrader are our 21st and 22nd. Carter Tools running out in 23rd, with Pete Morales in 24th. Got a few lap down trucks in front of him as well. That's Robert Fraley in the 16. He's running 32nd at the moment. As I assume we're getting ready for choose cone here. Lights should be going off. We see him diving around here, so yeah, that should be choose cone. We see Corey Mott once again go to the outside. Is he going to be able to make this move work on the outside? You know, we've seen Corey restart on the outside here a few times now, and he just hasn't been able really to muster a run. Zack Saunders seems to just get really good jumps right behind Burnett. Maybe that cup chemistry is helping him out there. Coming around out of turn 3, heading into turn 4. It's going to be our leaders, Corey Mott and Mike Burnett. Pace truck has his lights off, getting ready to dive down to pit road. There he goes. We're going to hit this restart zone, and we're going to get these trucks moving again. Green flag is back out. Burnett leads the field. Good jump for the 39 truck there. Corey Mott just falls back once again. See a little bit of weaving there on the back stretch. They sorted out though. Some side-by-side action. Corey Mott still falling back. He's stuck on the top line. He's able to slot in behind the 78 truck of Villano. Falls to 6th spot. See the 88 of Connor Wold making a move on the inside of Zach Johnson here. Johnson's going to make a run back on the outside. He's got that draft in front of him from those other trucks. See Corey Mott up there making moves once again. He's going to move the 78 up the track and fight back to 5th. Be clear on the front stretch. See Austin Runkle stuck up high here. On the inside of him, the 32 of Nate Cadet. Or Cadet. I believe he said his name was Cadet. But I kind of want to follow the Corey Mott tradition and call him Nate Cadet. See him making a move on the 18 here on the inside. Some stuff going on in the back of the field here. Pierce Sonder up, battling the 97. That is John Connor on his inside. He's got the 30 of Garrett Crawford behind him. Nim Silva falls in behind the 97. A little bit more weaving on the backstretch here. This track is a little bit wider than, you know, we've ran these last few weeks, so they're allowed, you know, just to kind of make those moves. See Corey Mott going to the inside of Steven Menke here for 4th. Is he going to be able to make this run stick? He's got the draft help right now, but we do know that these guys are going to jump up high. One does stay low. It is the 61 truck. He's going to dive back up high, move back down low. Are they trying to shuffle Menke out here? I do see 2 Chevy trucks. Menke tries a side draft here. They got a little bit close there, almost contact. That's going to open the door for the 78. Menke drifted up the track. Here comes Thomas Villano. Corey Mott moves up in front of him. He's going to move to the outside of the 61. Looking to get that 3rd place spot back. He is on a madman's march right now. He's finally figured out how to get that outside going, and it looks like he might be able to clear the 61 here if he can get a good run on the exit of 2. He's kind of chopping off the line. He needs to be able to get clear here. Saunders kind of left the door open there for a second. Mott's going to jump down low. Saunders is going to be forced high. Corey Mott is on a mission at the moment. He's going to be able to try to clear for 2nd here. And on the front stretch, he might be able to do it. Saunders is staying on that quarter panel, but he's going to be able to clear him. Saunders is going to fall in line behind him. Mott is going for the lead here. Big dive on the inside. Almost made contact. Probably did make contact with the rear end of that 39 truck. Here comes Zack Saunders back on the inside. Burnett's going to dive down low, back up high. We got some diving and weaving going on here. It's some crazy racing here out in the desert. Corey Mott 2nd. They're going to get sorted out, but they're about to go 3 wide behind him possibly. We see Burnett drop down. There goes Menke up high. He's in the wall. Is he going to be able to keep it straight? He's dropping like a fly all the way back to 12th, and he might lose more positions here. Here comes the rest of the field. Let's go back up front here, see if they've settled it out yet. You see Zach Johnson on the outside here trying to make that line work. He's going to try to get a run here on the 61 behind these leaders, trying to take that spot for 4th. Thomas Villano still hanging around here on the inside line, though. He's got something to say to Zach Johnson. Almost contact out of 2 there. See Burnett diving low. Is Corey Mott going to be able to take a run on the outside here for the lead? Saunders is going to follow the inside line. Mott's not going to have a lot of help. Saunders is going to try to peek his nose on the inside here. Around goes Corey Mott off the front end of Zack Saunders. I don't know if there's going to be caution. He's in the grass. And I believe it is going to be a caution. He might have slid back up on track. He did at the end there. Can't really get a good replay of it. It started bugging out there at the end, but that is going to be a caution, and that is not going to be the end of the stage. Actually, I believe we're going to have maybe a 1 or 2 lap shootout here for the end of stage 2. So a little bit of drama here. Zack Saunders getting into the back end of Corey Mott and getting him around. It's hard to tell if Saunders ended up moving up the track there or if Mott moved down the track or if that was just a racing incident, but Corey Mott is lucky to have that truck with very minimal damage. Saunders is still up in the front, so I don't believe he has been deemed at fault just yet. We might have possible pit stops here, and it looks like Saunders is going to be the first one down pit road. He might be the only one by the looks of it, but you know, we're also having a few problems with iRacing, so there totally could possibly be more cars in pit road here. There definitely are. We see a few more of them. See Corey Mott pitting as well. Get some new tires for him. Lap 55, 4 cautions into this race so far. Zack Saunders was running P2 most of this race, and he just pit. We're going to see what happens here. Mike Burnett stayed out. Nishil Condoor is now up to second with Thomas Filano in third now. Noah Nicholson is going to be up in fourth with Zach Johnson in fifth. This is going to be a crazy run to the end of the stage here as we go through the rest of the top 10. Running out your top 10 is going to be the 97 truck of John Connor. Stephen Menke, after hitting the walls, has fallen back to 11th. Maybe that caution is going to be able to help him out here a little bit and help him survive to the end of the stage, and when he dives down pit road, maybe get some of that damage repaired there, if he has much. Lights are still on, so next time by might be the choose cone, so it's looking like maybe a 3-lap stage run here. It'll be interesting to see how aggressive these guys are off this restart, just knowing that the stage is right there. But even then, that's not going to be the end of this race. We still got a whole third stage to go. And that's going to be a long stage. If it stays green, there will for sure be a green flag pit stop in that stage. One thing to note is these guys do have 4 tire sets in total tonight. They have 3 extra sets in the pits, and then the one that they started with, I believe most cars so far have changed at least 1 set, if not all of them. Maybe some of them have taken 2 sets so far. We'll see. And Zack Saunders pitting is going to drop him out of the stage points, so it will be interesting where he ends up here at the end of this stage. We do know he'll be able to move up to the front, and if he did get an EOL from that incident there, that also will keep him at the back here, and it looks like he's dropping in the back, so he might have gotten the EOL there. But back up to the front of the field, pace car lights are off. See Mike Burnett choose the inside once again with Nishil Condoor now behind him. Noah Nicholson is going to move up to the high line, followed by Zach Johnson in the 15 truck. We're coming to lap 58 here, which means I believe a 2-lap run to the stage here. Got a sprint. Will Burnett relinquish the lead here? Is someone going to make a move on Burnett to try to take that lead and take that track position? You know, it's kind of crucial to get that jump on everyone else in the field, especially if you got cars behind you that are working with you. You get those first 2 cars rolling, you guys are going to be gone every single restart here. The timing is everything with these restarts. So once again, lights are out on the pace truck. We got Mike Burnett still up front, but now we got a new opponent on the outside. We got Noah Nicholson. Let's see what he could do against this 39 truck on this restart. Once again, a big jump on the outside for the 39. But look at this. Nicholson's going to be able to try to fight for the second spot here. He's going to get cleared and drop down to third. Get down to that apron. Burnett's going to run away from them. 3 wide behind them here. We got Stephen Menke getting split in the middle. Almost 4 wide there. It's Pierce Saunders right behind them. He's going to move to the inside. Burnett still out front. Nishil Condoor in second. Here comes Villano looking on the outside. He's going to lose a lot of momentum here. Here comes Connor Wold on the inside. Lap 59 here. It's going to be at the end of stage 60 with this green-white checker is going to come out. Or sorry, green checkered flag, I guess, technically. We see Condor getting a good run on the inside here. He's getting a big push by the 98 truck all over his rear bumper. Lap 60 here. This is going to be the last lap of stage 2. Noah Nicholson's going to jump outside here. He's going to try to dive back in. It's not the best to try to jump outside in the middle of the corner. You lose a lot of momentum. Here comes Connor Wold on the inside. He's going to try to send it low. Noah Nicholson is going to get a little bit loose. He's going to get turned off the front end. Someone goes around. Big wreck. Caution is out. And the wreck's gonna cause everything to bug out there, so not too sure who got involved in that wreck, but that was a decently big wreck. Looks like Nate Cadet jumped to the pits, so he is definitely involved in that. So that is gonna be the end of stage 2. Interesting into the stage there. Caution coming out once more. If we look at our top 10 here, we got Mike Burnett, Nishil Condoor, Connor Wold, Noah Nicholson, William Ransone, Brendan Mosby. We got John Connor in 7th, Stephen Menke in 8th, Pierce Saunders up in 9th, and Henry Kalhoff in 10th. So Kalhoff is be able to make 2 points here on stage points tonight. Zack Saunders was, I believe, 4th at the end of stage 1, so he's gonna get a few more points here on Kalhoff. So Kalhoff is gonna have to finish better than Saunders to stay in this race here, or possibly someone else might be able to take that points lead. Let's look one more time at that point standing. Actually, you see Nishil Condoor is actually 3rd. He's 8 points behind Saunders. Stephen Menke is 4th. See Pierce Saunders up. He was 8th in that stage. He's 6th in points right now. So we could have a different outlook here at the end of this Vegas race here if things don't go right for Zack Saunders here. As you see, he is still on the track. He did not pit. He pit right before the stage. So he's going to get that track position right back. He's going to be in front of Mike Burnett now. We'll have a new leader. It's going to be Michael Deach out front. So I don't think the ticker is the best, honestly, to work with. It says a lot of cars are out on the ticker when the tower one seems to work a little bit better, so we might just stay with the tower for the rest of this race. Seems like most of the guys that are actually out of the race are shown as out. Oh, now everything's just kind of messed up. We'll let them all get sorted out once again. Lights are still on the pace truck, but the lap cars are dropping back here, so it looks like we're gonna have a green flag run here in the next few laps. Getting ready to start stage 3. If we stay green, there will be a green flag pit stop, so look out for that. If that ends up being a possibility, that will be interesting to see strategy here and, you know, what happens. We'll have a new truck out front as well. It's going to be that 51 truck. What does Saunders do here? He knows that that 39 truck is the fastest at the moment. No one has been able to make any move on him. Is he going to follow the 51? Or is he going to block off the 39 and take that front row spot? The outside hasn't been really getting that jump, and I would assume the 51 is going to know that, and he's going to go inside. So is Saunders going to go inside as well? And actually, the 51 is going to dive up high here. Let's see if he sticks that. He's going to stick that, so this is going to be interesting here. We're going to have the leader on the top line with Zack Saunders on the inside in second. Burnett's going to follow Saunders in third. Wold goes outside for fourth. See John Connor and Nishil Condoor lighting up next to each other. See Pierce Saunder up in P8 after the choose cone. William Ransone in P7. Garrett Crawford, after getting involved in that little bit of an incident earlier there on the front stretch, he's up into the top 10. Stephen Menke is in 9th. So, new leader here in Las Vegas. What are we going to see happen here when he takes the flag? He's a car that stayed out with Zack Saunders, was in front of Saunders when the caution came out, so deemed him the leader when everyone dived down pit road. Pace truck dives down pit road. We got Michael Deach, our leader, on the top line. They're getting ready to hit that restart zone. Green flag is out. We are racing once again here at Las Vegas. Deach gets a good jump on the outside. He's going to jump down to the bottom and clear Zack Saunders. He's going to move back up high, actually, here. Get a better entry, hopefully, into the corner. And jumps right back down in front of him. See if he can hold on out front here. Saunders pushing him a little bit. He's going to dive inside. Here comes Zack Saunders on the inside. It's our points leader. He's back up front. Deach goes high. He gets stuck up high. He's going to get blown by here. Now it's going to be Zack Saunders and Mike Burnett leading the field. We got a little bit of movement behind them as well. We see Connor Wold move up to P3, diving low. Pierce Saunder up trying to follow through here on the bottom. Battle for P4 here as they come out of turn 2. A lot of bumping on the backstretch, a lot of pushing. It really is a plate track out here. Zack Saunders still out front with the 39 of Burnett following him. Is Burnett going to be aggressive here and try to get back out front? You know, he's probably thinking he's got the fastest truck out here in the field. And is he willing to make that move early here? Coming out at 2, that could have been a chance for Burnett. He's going to stay to the back bumper of the 13 there. He's going to dive low now on Saunders. Here comes the move, possibly. Saunders going to be able to hold him off on the outside. He doesn't have much help, and the 39 is going to power out front. They're still side by side but a little bit, but now he's clear. Here comes the 88 as well with Pierce Saunders following through on the inside. Saunders falling back and back and back on the outside line now. He's feeling that effect of what it feels like to run the outside in these trucks. Coming 2 laps, 69 here. We got a battle for the lead out front. Burnett trying to hold on to that lead and lead for sure the most laps. I believe he's already got it locked in, if he doesn't already. But he should be closing in if he doesn't. So, very dominant truck from that 39 here tonight. Connor Wold trying to make a run on the inside now, behind him. Trying to take P2 from Zack Saunders. One car way up high, that's Stephen Menke behind him. Trying out different lines here. Big run. Burnett's going to drop down low. He's going to try to cut off as much air as possible behind him. They're moving around here into the entry of 1. Saunders still trying to hang strong here on the outside line. Looks like Burnett's just going to be controlling these 2 lanes, and it might allow Saunders to stay in this race here on the outside line. Definitely is burning his tires just a little bit more than these guys on the inside, though. Looks like Wold's going to get clear of Saunders here. Is he going to be able to make a run on Burnett? Pierce Saunders going to move to the inside of Saunders now. See the 78 drop a little bit below that apron there. These trucks definitely will get loose on you if you hit that apron a little too hard. See Burnett still moving across these lanes around the track here, just trying to take as much air as possible. You see Pierce get tight a little bit there, moves up the track. He's still side by side with Saunders. Saunders is going to clear him here, and he's going to move in front of Pierce. Good battle going on for the lead out here. 3 wide behind him, it looks like. For a split second there, we got Saunders still following in 3rd. Is he going to be aggressive here and try to get back around? Take 2nd. Big push coming from the 97 here on the front stretch. They're peeking their noses high here. Is there going to be a run here? The 97 stays high. He's going to stick to the outside, but it's not going to do anything for him. He's going to actually lose a little bit of time, but on the backstretch, he's going to get the draft. Saunders is going to get stuck in the middle. He's going to try to drop in front of that 331 truck of Pierce. These guys are a little bit racy right now, so this is kind of interesting to watch, but they're just kind of just stuck under this blanket at the moment. They can make passes, but they can't really get it fully. I don't know what the ticker just did there. That was weird. Sorry about that, folks. But they're under the blanket here. They can make passes, but it's just not really, they can't get that good run unless, you know, they're getting a big shove. And at this point in the race, it's honestly a little bit too early. We're not fully at that go time yet, I would say. We're just over halfway here. 75 laps put down here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway on the West Coast. One of the few NASCAR tracks out here on the West Coast. Burnett's still out front. We got battles still going on behind him, though. They're still trying to sort it out for P3. Let's go on board here with Stephen Menke and see what he's seeing behind these guys. Oh, that's the wrong camera. There we go, a little bit of movement. Still a few cars running that outside line. Majority of the cars here, though, on the inside. See one right in the apron there. It looks like it was Saunders. Saunders was able to clear the 97 for P3 finally. Pierce Saunders up trying to now clear him as well on the inside for P4 now. Big shove to the back end of the 13 there in the middle of the corner. They got stacked up a bit. Here comes the 97 back on the outside. Still side by side for P4 here. Some great racing going on. And like Saunders and Johnson both said before the race, these cars are just kind of gridlocked out there. Nothing really that you can do. Speaking of Zach Johnson, I believe he's out of the race. Just tried going to him. I believe he's not in the race anymore. $80 laps have been put down here at Vegas. I believe it's only been 4 cautions so far, so still a pretty clean race, maybe 5 cautions. But pretty clean race out front, but we've had some great racing going on. We still got cars diving and weaving everywhere. They've been racy, but they've kept it clean. Especially up front. More battling still going on for P4 here, as well as P6 behind them. 76 just trying to push that 331. He's going to look to the inside here, move back in. Maybe not trying to go 3 wide here. These 3 trucks in the front are starting to pull away a little bit though from the second pack out here. Still fighting side by side. Is that a move from Connor Wold here? Maybe not. Burnett was able to block off that low line there. Wold did have a run. Didn't seem like he was able to take it anywhere there once that 39 got in front of him. Pierce trying to clear that 97 behind him. He might be able to get it here. I think he does. He is clear at the moment. And he's going to go right back up to that back bumper of the 13. 97 gets a good run back on the outside. Once again, he's not going to be clear anymore. 97 is just not letting it up. Condor's trying as hard as he can to push him. Pierce is going to move up a little bit here. 97 making another run on the outside. He's not going to be able to get anything here. No momentum at the moment. So Pierce moves up to 4th finally. Top 4 finally sorted single file here at Las Vegas. Connor Wold falls into 2nd with Zack Saunders P3. Pierce Saunders at P4. Still a battle for 5th going on behind him side by side. It's that it's that 97 truck and the 76 of William Ransom. These guys up front have been battling all night so far. It's been a great race to watch here up in the booth. Too bad we can't see all these trucks on the track at the same time. But we are getting treated to a great race up front to what we can see, so we are very grateful to see that. Just see how fast these trucks are going around this track here as they come out of turn 4 onto the front stretch. That 39 truck still out front. Been that dominant truck of the night so far. Does anyone have anything for him? See, almost a little bit of contact there. Maybe there was some contact between Pierce Saunders and the 61 and Nishil Condoor. It definitely looked a little close there. They're trying to fight once again. Pierce is going to get cleared of that 97, try to work his way back up to these leaders. Currently they're being held up by lap traffic. This could be a chance for... Oh, there's Corey Mott in the one truck. Not a good race so far for him. He's got damage on that front end. This could be a move for Connor Wold or Zack Saunders here. Could they take advantage of these lap trucks? As now the lap trucks are blocking the rest of the field. This is going to be interesting. They're getting split 3 wide now. Corey Mott's going to get put in the side of the 1, or the 95 there. There's still 3 wide making it through. That was close. They sorted out all the lead lap cars behind them. That almost could have been pretty bad. We got Nim Silva coming up on him now. He's running in 9th at the moment. Top 10's kind of fallen off, and in the pack so far, we're looking at 10th right now. That's going to be Henry Kalhoff. He's about 5 seconds off the leader at the moment. So the field has gotten split up just a little bit here. Burnett's still out front. It's a 3-car breakaway right now with the 39, the 88, and the 13. We got a tango as we hit lap 90 around Las Vegas. Looking fourth, we got Pierce Saunders up still. Nishil Condoor moved up to 5th. John Connor still fighting on that outside line. Seems like he's falling off a little bit now with that outside, burning up his tires, it looks like. Menke's still hanging around these guys. It sounded like there was a truck sliding there. See another lap traffic truck here in the 87. That's Sam Bennett. Oh, it's getting a little crazy there. Bennett finally moves up high. He's like, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't want to get any more damage than I already got. As the rest of the field will go by him. Another thing that is introduced here at these smaller tracks is this lap traffic. You know, these slow trucks that are going to be in front of the leaders, causing air blockage and just all that speed to lose and drop. These lap cars, lap trucks, whatever you want to call them, they will take off a lot of air on that front end of that car, and you will just lose a lot of speed just as a result of that. So we're going to try to see if Connor Wold will take advantage maybe of any lap traffic in front of him. You see another lap truck coming up. I believe that's a 3 truck of Ben Lawson, that is. We saw Nishil Condoor move up to P4 over Pierce Saunders up. So far, so green here in stage 3. We're looking at a possible pit stop maybe. I believe the trucks can run about 50 laps here. So we're around 20 to 30 laps ran at the moment, I believe, on this stint. They all pitted on lap 61 for majority of the field. Zack Saunders pitted on lap 54. So they're about 40 laps actually now. Or 30 laps, sorry. Saunders is about 40 laps now. So also, how close is Saunders to pitting here? He's on a different strategy technically than these other guys in front of him. He's got track position. Is he going to be able to take that track position, you know, and just take advantage of that? We see some movement going on behind him. Pierce Saunders moves back up to 4th. Nishil Condoor ended up dropping spots. Not too sure what happened there. Maybe we can go back and see real quick. Because he was the guy that was running in P4 just a second ago. Oh, we're not really getting an answer. Not too sure what... Oh, maybe. Here we go. He got loose coming out of 4. He saves it, and everyone just goes by him. So, yeah, there we go. There's our answer. Top three are split apart now. Zack Saunders was able to take second while we were looking at that incident. Connor Wold has fallen back to third. Pierce Saunders up to fourth, about 2 seconds behind. See these guys still weaving around trying to sort positions out here. They are still battling. Around the top, here comes the 61 trying to come back after that slide. He's making a run. Saunders closing in now on the 39. Does he have anything for Burnett? We've seen him run pretty consistently behind this 39 truck all race, so we know he does have enough speed to stay up with him, but does he have enough speed to make that pass? That's the real question. You can have a good truck, you know, in the draft, but what's it going to do when you don't have enough speed to pass anyone? Especially the car in the lead, you know? That's got to be the most infuriating thing happening right now, if that's Saunders' problem. We're getting ready to come to 35 to go once they come back to the line here, coming to lap 100. Some more lap traffic in front of them. I believe that's Eric Ogilvy. So he dives down on the apron, stays out of the leader's way. Lap 100 has been started now here at Las Vegas. Burnett still out front with Zack Saunders and Connor Wold following. Pierce is holding on to P3 at the moment. William Ransone is right on his back bumper, however. And look who's right behind him. That's Nishil Condoor still. He's still hanging in there after that slide. He's trying to let us know that he's got a little bit of tire still in that life. They're all pitting up front. This is green flag pit stops. We got 33 laps left. It's going to bug out for a second here because there's going to be a lot of trucks trying to load in. But staying out on the track was Pierce Saunders, so he's going to take the lead. We got a Hollywood Motorsports truck out front, followed by William Ransone. Pierce is going to dive down to pit road here. That's going to put Henry Cowhoff up front. Behind him is going to be Ryan Taft in second as we're scrolling through the field. Micah Hutto running P3 now. Sorry. As you see the leaders coming off pit road. It's going to be interesting where these guys end up coming out here because we know that Mike Burnett and Zack Saunders were the leaders coming in. Saunders is a little bit behind Burnett, however. And look at Wold, he's lost a lot of time as well. This could possibly be pretty bad for these other guys behind Burnett if a caution doesn't come out here. Will Saunders have enough speed to run Burnett back down once this cycles back through? We still got 6 cars left that haven't pit. You see a few of them diving down pit road now. So the field is cycling through. Green flag pit stop. So we finally got a green flag pit stop on the year, boys. Let's go. We got a good one here at Las Vegas. A lot of battling going on so far throughout this race. This is for Burnett to unlap himself on the current leader, Ryan Taft, running out front. He's showing up, you know, leading some laps for himself and the team. So on the track as well as Garrett Crawford, as well as Ben Lawson and Pete Morales. And then there's Burnett, first car, 1 lap down, or actually technically not a lap down anymore as he passed Ryan Taft there. Stephen Menke was able to move up a few spots as well as Nishil Condoor. Pierce Saunders has dropped a few spots as well. William Ransone is still behind him, however. John Connor's fallen off a little bit as well. Taft still out on the track. Here comes Saunders on the outside of him. It looks like everyone else has dived down pit road except for Taft at the moment, so he's still out front playing the long game possibly. We'll keep it on him for a little bit. Watch him lead some laps here, see if he dives down pit road here. He's still carrying speed. He's going to stay out. He might be playing the long game here, hoping for a caution. Get some track position. Taft was pretty fast at Atlanta. I can't remember if he got taken out in a wreck or not, but I know he was up there. We got some faster cars on the outside here, getting their laps back on him, around Taft here, as it looks like he's finally going to dive down pit road. And the lead's going to cycle back to Mike Burnett, who has built a little bit of a gap for himself over Zack Saunders. It's about 2.5 seconds in front of Zack Saunders at the moment. See him getting through some lap traffic as well. Could slow him down a bit. Saunders making it through some lap traffic as well. He's closing in a tiny bit, hopefully. We're coming past the line, going into turn 1 and 2 on lap 108. We've had a great race so far tonight. Las Vegas known for producing some great races, and this is definitely one of those. We got a car sliding. That's the 16 of Robert Fraley. He keeps it going. He's 6 laps down at the moment, running P27. Pete Morales dives down pit road. We see Burnett just ever so slightly gapping Zack Saunders here. The question is Zack Saunders saving here? Is he going to be able to save enough tire? We got 25 to go here at Las Vegas. He's about 2.5 seconds. He's going to be losing a lot of time here. He's going to split these lap trucks 3 wide. Might be a little risky. He gets through though. Higginbotham moves up to P10 there. See Kalhoff running P9 with John Connor right in front of him, P8. This is a battle for P8. Pierce Sonderup has lost a position to William Ransone. See Menke and Condor are caught up with Connor Wold here. 3-car battle for third. See Zack Saunders up in the frame as well. He's in front of all this mess. Lap cars in front of him getting contact. One's going around. It's the 16. He's going to be able to save it. Almost a wreck there. He might still be sliding. He still is. He's going to go down pit road. Turn back around. He's sideways on pit road. No damage, however. It looks like we're going to stay green. Sigh of relief from those guys on the lead lap that were running right behind that. That was almost trouble. See Pierce Sonder up on the back end of William Ransone now. Garth Griswold ends up going to the pits. Not too sure what happened with him. His night might be over. Oh, he left the pits. We'll see. He does have a little bit of damage on that 00 truck. He was not in the race last week due to an injury sustained at Daytona. But he's back out there tonight. Maybe not having the return that he wanted, but he's still out there 20 laps down and 31st. He's gaining a few points. Get whatever you can. Coming to 20 to go. It's still Burnett out front. He has pulled a 3-second gap now on the cars behind him. And Connor Wold has taken P2 over Zack Saunders. We got a battle for P2 now going on. 3 wide with some lap traffic. See Pierce Saunders going around the 00 and the 95 there on the inside and outside. Forced to go through the middle. Burnett still running away from the field. 3.2 seconds now. And it looks like they formed a little pack. Maybe they're trying to run down Mike here. I'm not really seeing too much of any aggressive moves, and you know, just by the looks of it, they're just trying to run a line here and maybe hopefully try to run down Burnett. It seems like it's working a little bit. They're gaining a few hundredths here and there, but is that going to be enough? $18 to go here. We're looking at the battle for P6. William Ransone in front of Pierce Saunders up still. Running in 18th actually, sorry, is Jim Mott after he got kind of sent across the track after he went up the track on someone's nose. He's still in this race, still kicking along here. Looking back at John Connor, looking to make a move on Kalhoff. Coming across the backstretch. Kalhoff's going to block high. He's kind of running that low line. They're both kind of running that low line there. And we see that gap is closing down a little bit now up front. Burnett's got no traffic in front of him at the moment, but these guys are closing in. They got lap traffic in front of them now, though. See how they navigate this. A late dive by Wold down the inside that should allow them all to get through here. Continued their mission. As you see, it's 2.3 seconds now. 16:15 to go at the line. They're slowly working down this lead by Burnett, but is it going to be a little too late? I believe it's fully entirely possible to run down Burnett here with 15 to go, but these guys are going to have to stay in line for the rest of this time and just kind of be content with where they're running for these next 14 laps here as they cross the start-finish line once again. So interesting dynamic here at the end of this race. We got 4 cars working together to catch the leader. And it's not a draft track. Except it kind of is for trucks. We see them working around here. 2.1 seconds now. That time is dropping fast. These top 5 are coming for Mike Burnett. They're getting ready to try to drop it down to 2 seconds with 13 to go here at Las Vegas. We see some movement going on for P9. John Connor moves up. It looks like they're dropping about a tenth a lap almost. They're down to 2 seconds pretty much here. Across the line, 12 to go. Not sure if that's going to be enough, but they're within that 2 second range now. They are full steam ahead. As you see Burnett in the picture all the way out front, no lap traffic in between them. This is going to be their opportunity to gain the most time possible. $11 laps to go, still following P2 to P5 here as they're working their way closer and closer up to this 39 of Burnett. It's within 1 second now almost, or sorry, almost a second and a half here. Speaking a little too quick. 10 to go at the line. Burnett crosses it. 1.75 back for these guys now. Do they have enough time? That is the question. 10 laps to go here at Vegas. Do they have anything for Burnett? Will anyone be able to make a move on Burnett once they get up to him? He's been able to block all the runs so far. As we see some lap cars coming up in front of Burnett now. So maybe we'll see a little bit of racing here for the lead. Coming to this white flag maybe. We got cars in front of Burnett. We got a line of cars behind him coming, and they're coming fast. Coming to 8 laps to go here, within a second and a half now. Connor Wold is taking this line somewhere, and hopefully he wants it to be victory lane for himself. They come out of turn 2 here, still in about as a straight line as possible. It's kind of hard to, you know, keep these things under control in the draft here rather than Daytona and Atlanta, as handling is really a factor here just because of the amount of banking difference. It's still a lot, but oh, Zack Saunders blinks out there. That's not going to be good. They're able to keep going. 7 laps to go. That's probably going to slow down the momentum of their line a little bit here, though. We'll see. They're still gaining time. I saw the 61 had to let up a little bit just because he was just not there. 6 laps to go here at the line. 1.4 seconds behind the leader is Connor Wold now. They are trying to run him down. That is for sure. I don't know if they decided to do it a little too late, though. Coming to 5 laps to go once they come out of turn 4. Burnett's still out in front. You kind of see him creeping up closer and closer. They're 1.3 back now, working that time down. Five laps to go here at Vegas in the Truck Series. This has been a great race so far. We're going to be maybe seeing a great finish here. Lead is back up to 1.4 seconds. Saunders is going to dive low now. This is interesting. He's going to dive back in. Maybe just trying to get some clean air on his front end there, cool down his temps. But see the effect of that. They're losing time now. Almost back to a second and a half with 4 to go. At this point now, you just gotta be hoping for a caution for these guys, or else they're really just not gonna have a shot. I don't think they're gonna have this time to make up in these next 4 laps. I don't think it's possible. As you see, they're also losing a little bit of their help with Menke and Condoor going side by side now. They might have been like, boys, we're not catching them. It's race time. 3 to go here. We're going to see a battle for P2 and P3 at least, all the way to P5. And who knows? We got 3 to go still. There's a possibility of a caution. Burnett's even got himself in front of lap traffic as well. There's a car sideways in front of him that was a lap truck. I think he kept it straight. There's Austin Runkle as they go by. 2 to go. Battle for P2 now. Connor Wold stuck on the outside. Saunders was able to take it. And there goes Condoor through for P3. Burnett's coming out of turn 4 to take the white flag. White flag is out. Barney's waving that flag. Burnett crosses his line. The race is official. as long as nothing happens to Burnett here, he will win this race. He's got a 2nd and 3/10 on Zack Saunders, who's P2 at the moment. Nishil Condoor still in P3, trying to make a run here. Has Connor Wold got anything to get back onto the podium? Condoor going to dive high there. Burnett's going to cross the line and win the race. Battle for P3 and P2. Saunders comes across the line 2nd with Condoor P3, Connor Wold P4, Stephen Menke P5. Pierce Saunderup made a pass on William Ransone, I believe, at the line for P6. And Ransone finished 7th, Cowhoff in 8th, John Connor in 9th, Noah Nicholson in 10th, Brandon Mosby in 11th, Ryan Taft in 12th, coming across the line spinning. We got some after race traumatics here. And yeah, that's majority of the field there. We're gonna see Burnett do his burnout here, taking home his first win of the year. This is also his first race ran in the truck series this year. See the other top 3 right there. That's Zack Saunders and Nishil Condoor. So we're going to see if we can get them up into the booth here and interview them after that exciting race. And see what their thoughts are after that finish. See the 87 pulling up there as well. So let's see if we can find Nishil Condoor first. I believe we can. They are all on podium finishers. So let's go ahead and drag them in. Hello, Nishil. You got a copy?
I do. Hello.
You got P3 tonight after a crazy race in Vegas. How are you feeling after that race?
Man, my throat is dry. It was a good race though. Really fun racing with Mike and Zach and all of them. We timed our restarts pretty well, and we were all working together. So, good race. Yeah, not much else.
We saw there at the end that kind of P2 to P5 had that pack of cars lined up there for those last probably 30 laps after that, green flag stop there in stage 3. Were you guys trying to work together to catch Mike there, and then once you kind of got to like 4 laps to go, you were just like, yeah, we're not going to catch him?
Yeah, that was literally the exact same exact thought process we had. We were just kind of trying to conserve our tires, and we were gaining on him. We were gaining like a 10th or so a lap, but it just wasn't enough, and we figured if we're not going to catch him, we might as well just get around him. So, yeah, it was a good race for all of us for second. Everyone raced really cleanly, which I was really happy about. So, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of clean battles up front. Hopefully we will see you up here again, hopefully soon. And
yeah, hopefully next week.
Yeah, hopefully. Good job on P3, and go celebrate.
Oh, yeah, I will.
That's your P3 finisher, Nishil Condoor. He might be moving up to P2 in the standings now after that. Let's go ahead and talk to Zack Saunders once again. Hey there, Mr. Saunders. It's the boy up at the booth. You got a copy?
Sure do.
Howdy, howdy. We talked to you before the race, and now we're talking to you after the race. You got P2 tonight. How you feeling?
Yeah, pretty good, honestly. I don't know. I had that little incident with Corey there. He said it. We figured it out on our ends, but I think it was a little bit of netcade. The spotter didn't say I was down there, and just what looked to me like, or what should have been just a normal racing incident, but got sent to the back, so I just took that pit early, then stage 2, and just stayed out to get back up front, which I think was probably the smartest move I could have made, honestly. And then
it seemed like out there you had probably maybe one of the fastest trucks out there, if not the fastest, definitely the second fastest. Burnett was out there pretty fast.
Yeah, Mike's truck was pretty freaking fast.
Yeah.
I'd say we had a P2 truck. If I was closer, I think if I stayed in front of Connor, or if I was in front of Connor, we would have caught him. He said he was belting loose over the run, so that hindered our ability to catch him. Then he caught the draft right there at the end of a couple cars. So yeah, other than that, I mean, great race. It ran just like I thought it would with how we were around each other. Just yeah,
Pretty much a draft
basically super
race,
speedway
yeah.
since we're wide open the entire time. So,
Oh yeah, it was
but
definitely an interesting race to watch. What happened there on that green flag pit stop that ended up making you guys lose all that time there?
Mike just got a phenomenal stop.
Really?
That was just it. That was Mike just taking, he was getting everything he could out of that pit entry, and I took it nice and easy. Didn't want to screw it up or anything. Then
I gotcha.
I just came to the box slow. Austin was the box right behind me, and he pitted as soon as yeah, spotter started counting me down, and you just didn't see the board, so I rolled in slow, and then I spun a little bit out of the box. So, but yeah, just a couple mistakes, but
Yeah,
other
a
than that,
few
it was
mistakes, but
really
leading
enjoyed it.
with P2. So you were heading into this week with point standing lead. I believe you're still
Yep.
gonna end up leaving the race, with points lead. So you got a few stage points in stage 1 for sure. So that's gonna help out. I believe a P2 should keep you up in front. So
Yeah, Mr. Corey, just update him. Yeah, I stayed. Yep. Got the lead by 2 points. Got the lead by 2 points over Nish.
yep,
So,
there you go. Still a very close battle. So that's gonna be
yeah, it's
fun
very
when we go
close.
racing next time with these trucks.
Oh yeah,
So congratulations on P2. Go celebrate.
thank you.
That was P2, Zack Saunders. Let's go ahead and talk to our race winner tonight, Mike Burnett. Hey there, Mike. It's the boy up in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
All right. You ended up winning this race tonight. You led pretty much almost every single lap other than after that stage 2 pit stop. How are you feeling about your truck throughout that entire race?
Yeah, I mean, it was super fast. It helped that I had people up behind me that wanted to work with me, but it was definitely very good out in clean air, so I couldn't complain. The only slight issues, I got a little tight out of 4 on a long run, but that was it.
Yeah, and we saw the second through fifth cars working their way back up towards you near the end of the race there after the green flag stop. Were you any bit worried about that?
Yeah, I was definitely worried because I had Nish and Zach in our chat, and I knew they were catching me. I just got a really good entry into that final pit stop and nailed that, so I was lucky enough to pull away. And I just caught those lap cars with like 5 to go at the perfect time, and that helped me like get in their draft and start pulling away again a little bit. I don't think if I didn't catch those lap cars, I think that pack behind me would have caught me. So very lucky for that too.
Yeah, we didn't really see it too much throughout the race, but how did your truck feel on the high line there? We saw you kind of controlling both lanes.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really have to use the Highline much other than like on that one restart a bit. I was trying to pull Zach with me. I went up to the high a little bit, but it was fine up there. I mean, this Ryko Performance Chevy was super fast wherever I wanted to put it.
That sounds amazing. So you're leaving Vegas with a P1. Are you looking to run more of these truck races in the future now that it's open setups and no more cap?
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to be running a part-time schedule. I'm not going to be doing everything, but a lot of the tracks that I like and I'm good at, I'm going to be here for.
Sounds good, sounds good. That is our winner, Mr. Mike Burnett. You got anybody to thank out there tonight?
Just Ryko Performance for putting out this really fast Chevy Silverado. Zach, Nish, Austin, all my teammates back at Back Road Bandit Racing for helping me out. And Chris for messing up qualifying, not making the race because he's an idiot. But other than that, good stuff.
All right. You go enjoy this win and get ready for Wednesday. It's going to be a crazy race.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
And that is your winner, Mr. Mike Burnett, coming home P1 in his first truck race that he has ran this season. You heard it here from him live. He's going to be running a part-time schedule. We got a lot of Cup guys in the truck series running part-time schedules this year. Let's see if we can pull up the results. I don't know if it will fully pull up. If not, we can just pull it up from SimRacer Hub. But yeah, just we saw a crazy race today, and yeah, it's not letting me pull it up, so we'll pull it up from Sim Racer Hub and put it on the screen. But it was a very crazy race tonight here at Vegas. We got a off week next week going into Bristol the following. But these are going to be the point standings for the moment here. We got Zack Saunders up front with Nishil Condoor, 2 points behind him. Greg Kalhoff falls to third now. Stephen Menke stays in fourth. Connor Wold is going to move up 9 spots to fifth. Pierce Sonderup stays in sixth with his finish. Noah Nicholson moves up 5 spots to 7th. John Connor moves up to 8th. Jeffrey Cox falls to 9th. And Ryan Taft moves up to 10th. William Ransone in 11th. And then Daniel Jerza falls to 12th. I don't believe Jerza was running tonight. I believe he took a provisional tonight. But I believe that is our grid for the Truck Series playoffs at the moment. Obviously, we're early into the year, so it's, a little early to be looking at it. But yeah, here are the full final race results, courtesy of Sim Racer Hub. We got Mike Burnett finishing first, Zack Saunders second, Nishil Condoor in third, Connor Wold in fourth, Stephen Menke in fifth, Pierce Sonderup in sixth, William Ransone in seventh, Greg Kalhoff in eighth, John Connor ninth, Noah Nicholson 10th, Brandon Mosby 11th, Ryan Taft 12th, Hayden Higginbotham 13th. We got Garrett Crawford in 14th, Nim Silva 15th, Jeffrey Cox in 16th, Michael Deach in 17th, Mark Schrader 18th, James Mott or Jim Mott in 19th, Pete Morales in 20th, William Benjamin Lawson in 21st, Austin Runkle in 22nd, Micah Hutto in 23rd, Sam Bennett 24th, Jeremy T-Bon 25th, Matthew Owens 26th, Robert Fraley's going to be 27th with Eric Ogilvie following him in 28th. Nathan Barros is going to finish 29th with Garth Griswold finishing 30th. That rounds out your top 30. 31st is going to be Thomas Villano. 32nd is Corey Mott making his first run. Not the best night. Zach Thomas Johnson is going to follow him as well in 33rd. I believe these guys were probably in that first incident. Nate Cadet in 34th, Cameron Romano in 35th, Carter Toole 36th, Mac Fabini 37th, and rounding out the field is Joe Gibbons. And yeah, it looks like Daniel Jerza did take a provisional tonight. But those are the final results for this Truck Series race here at Las Vegas. We'll be coming to you guys in a few weeks at the Bristol Motor Speedway. That's going to be a crazy race with these NASCAR truck cars. So we'll be looking forward to that. Make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday for the Circuit Cup Series here at Vegas as well. That's going to be a fun one. We're running full-length Xfinity races now for that series, so look out for that on Wednesday night. It has been your boy Nathan up in the booth. Hopefully next time we come out here for the truck race, we'll have maybe a little bit better of connectivity, problems out here, and hopefully it doesn't come back. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast of the Sportsman Truck Series here at Las Vegas. We'll see you soon.